Good morning, everyone. Day 82. I have been, I think it's, 9 o'clock now? I've been hiking since 4. Well, 5 really. I had a quite the day yesterday afternoon, and a lot of stuff snowballed out of control. So basically, I found myself this morning. I'll tell you what happened last night here shortly, but this morning I ended up staying in this in a town city pavilion. They have like a city park that people can tent in, so for free. And so all those folks I talk about, the tramley that I've had for, I don't know, last month or so, we all stayed there. And I got up this morning. I got up at 4, packed up all my stuff, and about 4:30, I'm walking down the street going through town to get back to trail, and I see this. It almost looked like a business, but I didn't see any signs on it, but it was all lit up, and big porch. Not a porch, it's just a cement slab, but it was right on the street and it had a light on, and they had a big old electrical socket right out there on the thing. Well, my phone, or my battery pack is all but dead, and my phone was down to about 40%. So I'm like, it's 4 something in the morning. I'm gonna sit down here on this little concrete porch. I'm gonna plug in my gear and get a charge for a half hour or so that I can make it all the way to Duncannon over the next 3 days. Without having to worry about losing everything. And just so everyone knows, I put $5. Their newspaper was laying on their stoop, so I slipped $5 in the newspaper and turned it upside down and laid it next to the door, so that I basically paid for my electricity charge that I borrowed from them. So anyway, yesterday. Let's talk about yesterday. So after all, beating my butt 20 miles, busted my ass, and I made it. I don't know, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I had gotten up early and took off. So anyway, got to the post office, no box. So I'm like, now what do I do? So I go, I'm talking to the lady. She goes, you might want to go back to, or talk to the folks back at Wind Gap. Maybe they can tell you, you know, where it is and when it's going to be here. I'm like, okay. So I call them, and they're like, what's the tracking number? I'm like, I don't know. You guys shipped it from yours. She goes, oh, we would have used the same tracking number. I'm like, okay, I'll call you back. So long story short, the original tracking number, the receipt sort of got misplaced. So that's one of those things, no way to track the package. So I call them back, and or I don't call it, or not call them back, I go back inside, and I don't want to wait. I'm not going to sit here for a day or 2 days in case it's going to come in sometime. Me sitting around waiting for a package to come in, that doesn't work for me. So I'm like, okay, here's what I need you to do. Can we bounce it again when it gets here? So she said, yeah, we can. So I gave her all my information, told her where I wanted to go, and she said, as soon as it gets here, we'll bounce it. I'm like, okay, great, thanks. So where they're bouncing it to is only 70 miles away. Wind Gap is only 50 miles from their post office. So, I mean, hell, they could have ran it over here in less than an hour. So anyway, it's probably, she said that it's, because I shipped it out last Thursday, or I called and had it shipped Thursday or Friday, whatever day it was in the video that I said I did it. Probably Friday. And yesterday was Thursday. So that's a week. It should have been there, but it wasn't. Okay, so, all right, so c'est la vie, okay? So I said, do it to Duncannon. Duncannon is the next major city down the road. So here's the deal. My plan is to get into Duncannon Sunday, which is day after tomorrow. Duncannon's 70 miles away. So I'm gonna be pushing to get in there by Sunday afternoon, because I wanted to stay in Duncannon Sunday afternoon or Sunday night, upload videos, get cleaned up, all that kind of stuff. Because Monday got a friend coming, pick me up. They're gonna take me over to Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I'm jumping off trail for 3 days. I'm gonna go check out Lancaster. I'm gonna go check out all the breweries. Gonna have a room over there. I'm just gonna hang out over there, walk all over that place, Uber anywhere I want to go. It's Amish communities. I'll go have some Amish peanut butter pie, true blue peanut butter pie from the Amish. You can't beat that with a stick. So that's part of the deal. I can have peanut butter pie all 3 days I'm out there. Anyway, the reason why I'm telling you that is because I'll come back into Duncannon next Thursday. Hold on, I'm at a crossroads here. Okay. Check out these signs they got all over this area. Appalachian Trail, see it? It's pretty cool. So I plan on coming back into town. My friend is bringing me back on Thursday. That means I'll check the post office on Thursday, next Thursday, and hopefully my package will be there. If not, what I'm gonna do is leave instructions at the Duncannon post office to send my box back home. Just send it home. I'm not gonna screw around with it. And then I'm gonna get a ride over to REI, and I'm gonna pick up a new sleeping bag. I don't need my 10-degree sleeping bag. It's too heavy anyway. But I'm gonna get a 20-degree quilt. I'm gonna get another one. I'm gonna get another sleeping pad. You know, it's bound to get a hole in it eventually anyway. So I'll have a new one for the PCT anyway. So I'll send my stuff back home. My pillow got a hole in it, so I need a new pillow anyway. So it basically comes down, I need to take a trip to REI. So I was thinking that might stop at REI during the 3 days that I'm in Lancaster, because I think there's an REI there. Just go ahead and get the stuff. If my box is there, I'll just mail it home. And if it's not, I'll have them bouncing home. So no matter what, no matter when I leave next week, I have a new sleep system. So that's the goal. This has been a debacle. Should have kept my bag from the get-go. Let's make that clear. Should have never sent my bag home. But I still needed the pad. The pad was sort of important. So anyway, that's my story. Yes, I'm gonna get off trail for 3 days. I'll take video and stuff. I'll do some video for while I'm there. Some, cool stuff I see. Some of the Amish things I see and all that. But I'm gonna take a break. I know it's sort of weird taking a break, but I've had a lot of stuff happen over the last week to 2 weeks. And I don't know if you noticed it in one or two of my videos. I noticed it. That I got a little down on myself for making bad mistakes, making bad decisions, losing focus, all of that. So I need a break. I need to step away. I need to hit the reset button, because it's like the box not being there yesterday. And then what happened afterwards. So I forgot to tell you that. So there's one hotel in this town. It's a nice town. They got all the high-end restaurants and stores and all that kind of stuff. You'd think they'd have more than one hotel. So anyway, they said they didn't have any rooms. I went there at 3 o'clock, said they didn't have any rooms, but I was the only one waiting. I put my name on the list, and they said, we'll call you up until 6 p.m. if something cancels. I'm like, okay. So I still had to go shopping and go to Walmart and go to get something to eat and all of that stuff. And so I did all that and came back to the hotel. Well, my whole family's sitting there. Mr. President, Zippy, and Bad Bunny. So they're all there. So we're all sitting around, we're all charging our phones and battery packs and all that. We're just talking about it, waiting. And so we're hoping to get a room. And here's the thing. All we needed was one room. We were all four going to stay in the room. 2 on the bed. The girls could have the bed. The guys were going to stay on the floor. We're going to get... Because I was the first on the list, and I told them, I said, look, no matter what, if they have one room and I get it, we're there, we're in. I said, all of us are in. So anyway, needless to say, no rooms. So Mr. President had met a guy who's already thru-hiked earlier in the day, and the guy had told him, I said, look, if you guys need a ride anywhere in town, call me or text me and I'll come give you a ride. Well, we all decided there was no place to stay. Actually, they had these hunting blinds, you know, places for people to stay, or little shacks, hunting shacks. They had a whole bunch on display outside of Walmart, out on the street where people drive by, they could see them, you know, they had information and stuff. I walked by them, I checked, the doors were open. And I was like, if I don't get a room, I'm coming back and staying in one of these things. They're like little houses. And a couple of them were big enough, my long ass could stretch across there. So, and I told everybody about them, like, there's a bunch of these things out there. I said, worst case, we could go sleep over there. I said, I might. Here's the other thing too. The town had woods all over the place. Would have been easy to wait till dark, slip into the woods somewhere, pitch the tent, sleep the night, and hit the road the next day. But because here's the thing, the trail was 2.5 miles away. And it's after 6 now. I'm not walking another 2.5 miles today now after I've been waiting for so long, just to go back and try to find a place on the trail. So trying to think of alternatives. And then, so Mr. President called a hiker, I think his name was Stoneheart. He came, picked us up, took us to the other end of town to a place called Port Clinton, right up by the trail, within a 1/4 mile of the trail. And we all stayed at the pavilion, pitched our tents, and end the story. So it worked out well. The problem with all of that is, guess where I didn't get to go? Cracker Barrel. This was the place where Cracker Barrel was. Remember, all I've been talking about is going to the stinking Cracker Barrel. Didn't get to go. So, somewhere else down the line, I guess. I guess it wasn't meant to be, right? So, yeah, I just wanted to go to Cracker Barrel. You know, it's never as good as you remember it anyway, but that's besides the point. I was ready. You know, on the trail, my favorite thing is a hot breakfast, and it was just too far. And plus I need to get into Duncannon because I already got plans. I got people coordinating for me and that, you know, trying to figure out how I'm going to get around in Lancaster, what I'm going to do, all that kind of stuff. Or what's going to happen there, all of that. So it's just one of those things. So so that, like I said, I just had no chance to go back. So it's unfortunate, but c'est la vie. And that's why I said I need to hit the reset button. a lot of things didn't work out the way I wanted to. I got real risky with my water at one point, risky with my food, all of that. I just got a little lax. I need to reset, take a break, and then come back and hit it hard. I still got plenty of time to finish before November. That was the other thing. Stoneheart, he owns an inn down there, and he sort of gave bad boding about the trail. He goes, if you get down there and it gets blizzardy or whatever in the Smokies, he said, if you get caught in a blizzard, give me a call. I'll come up with the snowcat and pick you up. So I'm like, oh, great. He's talking about having to come up and get you out of a blizzard. So anyway, oh boy, it's been an interesting week and a half, 10 days, something like that. It's been a challenge for me. So I definitely, absolutely, and that's why I'm going to hedge my bets. I'm not going to wait to see if the box is here, because then I don't have any options. If it doesn't show up, now what do? I don't have any options. Can't replace it, or I can't go back to the store or whatever. So I think I'm just going to buy, like I said, go to REI, buy a new sleep system. Then I got it on the trail no matter what. I gotta get this. So the next 2 nights, like I said, I got my old sleep system. It's been chilly, but last night was really nice. I didn't have to have all my night clothes on and all that. I just got underneath my quilt, and it was very comfortable. So that's the first time in a long time. But then again, I was in the city, in a park surrounded by trees, and I wasn't way up on top of a ridge, which of course that's where I'll be sleeping tonight. So that's my story for now. Probably won't be much to see today because I'm on the same ridge line all day long. The reason why I got up early and was hiking early, the goal is to do 30 miles today. There's nothing out here much to see. And I got 70 miles to do over the course of the next 2 days. So today and then the following 2 days. So I need to get some miles under my feet. I've done pretty good so far. I've averaged almost 3 miles an hour all morning so far. So that's good. If I can stay upwards 2.5 miles, I'll be happy. I might have to go into the dark tonight to hit my goal, but that's okay too. I got my battery pack charged up enough I can keep my headlamp charged. So I will probably just keep going after dark tonight and just keep going and going until I get tired, get fatigued, whatever. Then I'll just find a spot and stop. So I'll go as far as I can today in the dark, try to knock out some more miles. 5 miles makes a huge difference. So if I can hike at least a couple hours after, longer than what I normally do, that sure makes a difference for the next couple of hikes. So hope all that makes sense. But other than that, I'm good. Legs are pumping right along. No problems with my feet. It's a little chilly out, but other than that, it's good. But like I said, I'm walking a ridgeline all day long. No ups and downs. Well, I think after 20 miles, I think right at 21 miles, I go all the way down off this ridge, go across this valley gap kind of place, and then I go back up on the ridge again, and I'm there for up until Duncannon almost. There's no place, once I get past this 20 miles, there's a place down in there called, I want to say, I forgot the name of it. Anyway, that's the only town between here and Duncannon, between where I was just this morning and Duncannon. And the problem is it's 3.5, 4 miles off trail. I can't afford that 8 miles. I don't want to hike the extra 8 miles and I don't really have any motivation to. I've got plenty of food. I'm pretty sure the only thing I'm using my battery for, in fact I've been in airplane mode and I got my phone shut off for the most part, is to do videos. So airplane mode on, I got my GPS off, all of that stuff. So I'm basically, the only thing I'm using battery for is video. So just trying to conserve as long as I can. I only got 1.5 bars, maybe close to 2 bars on my power pack, but I'm using that for my headlamp. So I'm trying to keep my phone going off of no charge for the next couple of days. Hopefully I can pull that off. And then once I get in Duncannon, I'm good. So I need to keep enough battery to be able to do videos and stuff. Keep you guys informed, you know? So anyway, what are we looking at? 20 minutes, woo, 21 minutes, nice. Okay, hope you guys are safe. Oh, I got my headlamp on my head still, don't I? Hope you guys are safe, and I will talk to you again soon. Well, major milestone today. Major milestone. I just hit 1,000 miles. Woo! 1,000 miles, huge, man. I'm almost halfway. So that's cool. And if things pan out the way I think they're gonna, as many miles as I got now, I'll probably end up. I think I'm gonna, like I said, night hike a little bit. I will have hiked. I think I'm gonna go 36 miles today. So I think that'll be my biggest mileage as far as one day goes on the trip. I knew I did a 30 in the whites. But yeah, I think I should be able to knock out 36. I don't know, it'll be close. Depends how I feel. My legs a little while ago, boy, they were sort of like arguing with me, like, wait a minute, this is farther than we normally walk. What's going on here? We're not liking this. So anyway, but I just wanted to let you guys know I just hit 1,000 miles. Score. Only what, 1,100 more to go, something like that. 11, I don't know. I don't even know what the number is anymore. So anyway, that's my story. Hey everyone, I want to say end of day 82, and I think I realized that I didn't do it end of day 81. All the rigmarole with the hotel and all that, never got a chance. So I'm in my tent now. I did 30 plus today. It got so damn cold I just had to stop. I was going to keep going till 9-10 o'clock, but it's too cold. I don't want to hike in it when it's this cold. I know I'll end up waking up 3-4 o'clock in the morning, so I'll probably just get up at 3 or 4 and just start hiking again. Good day, just up on top of the ridge. Went down a couple of times, but for the most part it's just walking on rocks for miles and miles and miles. So another long day tomorrow, and unfortunately, I don't know if you can see it, but the whole inside of my tent's wet with condensation from last night. I didn't realize there was that much condensation, and when I opened this up, there it is. I would have wiped it off with my shirt or something this morning if I'd have known. I didn't see it. I didn't realize it. That's because I closed the doors. Problem is, when there's wind, man, the doors really help. It keeps warmth inside the tent. But my breath is fighting against the cold, and it makes condensation. So, but if you leave the doors open, you don't have that problem. So, anyway, not much to see today, huh? Those couple of pictures I took, but that was the only place. Everything else was what see every day, all day. So maybe there's a handful more Vista photo op icons on gut hooks for tomorrow. So hopefully that pans out well. What was I going to say about that? I guess there's a huge beaver bog now you can't cross the river. You have to cross the dam. You have to actually walk on the dam, and some guys say you go up to your knees in muck and all that. That's coming up tomorrow, so I got to find a way to navigate that. Everybody online saying wear your water shoes because you'll get mud and stuff inside your regular shoes, and I don't want to walk with wet shoes, so I'll figure out something. Got to get across, right? Anyway, that's about it. It's getting monotonous in the aspect of it's just the same thing every day. You're up on the ridge, you walk the ridge for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles, and then you come down that one, and then you go up on another ridge, and you just walk for miles and miles and miles. But I talked to the caretaker back at the last shelter. I stopped to have a snack at the picnic table, and he goes, man, you're almost through. Once you get through this section of Pennsylvania, he goes, man, it's smooth sailing from now on. He goes, you're out of the big rocks now. So he goes, it's just the walking on the jagged ones on the walkway. So sort of knew all that, but people keep saying it, so I guess it's going to come true here pretty soon. So tomorrow, day 3, went over 1,000 miles today. I wanted to go 36 miles, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I could have made it. I mean, I didn't have any problems. At one point today, my calves started locking up on me, started tightening up. And so I was thinking, man, maybe I'm going to have some issues later. But then they loosened up. They eventually just gave in. And I kept walking, so... like I said, another big day tomorrow, and then should have an easy day Sunday. So that's my story for now. Hope you guys are safe. It's nice and burry cold out here today. Oh yeah, the post office called me this morning. Remember me saying about the tracking number? You got to have the tracking number. I lost my package, all that stuff. So post office, it got to where I was yesterday, today. She gave me the tracking number though over the phone. And she just bounced it today. She says it went out today. It will be in Duncannon by next week. So I'm like, score. Good. Thank you very much. I was very happy. So I am going to anticipate. Well, actually, I can get online, track it on Monday or Tuesday to see if it's at the post office. And if it is, I don't need to go to REI. Although I could use a new pillow, but I can use my bag of clothes. Although a lot of my clothes are going to go home. Once I get my sleeping system. So anyway, that's my story. I'm dragging this on. Hope you guys are safe. Talk to you later.